What's up everyone, Yoda Fam Adventures back with another video. So today is the Dobinson suspension install. I didn't do an unboxing. Unfortunately, FedEx sent the boxes all jacked up and I just had to confirm that everything was not damaged and in good condition and stuff like that. So here it goes. I'll show you all the setup, and then I'll try to do clips of each stage, what I'm doing, and show the brackets and where I put the brackets and all that stuff. So here you go. Alright, so these are the fronts. These things are freaking beautiful, man. Here's the part number for anyone wondering. So I purchased this entire kit off Exit Off-road, minus the upper control arms. I got those from Running for Tacos, but I love Exit Off-road. Their service is amazing. You could choose what shock you want, or what spring you want and fully assembled, and choose what height you want the shocks to come at. So I chose the heaviest duty shocks. I believe it's 700-pound shocks, or springs. This is the part number for that. I don't know if you could see it. C59354. I apologize if you hear some sniffling. I'm sick right now. So, and then I got it 700-pound springs, and I got my coilover set to 3 inches of lift. I'm gonna have to figure out what I want my high compression and low compression at, and then my rebound setting as well, which is a knob that goes in the top of this. So those are the fronts, and then here are the rears. Again, three-way adjustable high and low compression with rebound controls on the bottom mount here. You can see on this one right there. So man, the quality of these things are amazing. Oh, here's the part number for the rears. You can see that. I can't wait to get these installed and dialed in and test them off-road and stuff. So I'll oh yeah, it comes with some brackets, wrenches to adjust and stuff like that. They even include zip ties and all kinds of stuff when it comes to all the hardware you need. From other videos I've watched, they include extra hardware as well. So they have all the books to help you, all the instructions there, and then the rear instructions there. So I'll get going on this and record some of the steps and what I do to make it easier on me and stuff like that. Right now in the rear, I'm running the Deaver Stage 3s with the Icon Stage 3 kit, and I'm keeping the Deaver Stage 3s obviously and replacing the shocks in the rear. The fronts, I have the tubular upper control arms from Icon Stage 3 as well, and these don't have an external reservoir, so I'll be replacing the upper control arm and the shock on this side. And then I'm keeping my sway bar spacer up there. I have alignment already scheduled for Thursday at 2 p.m. so once I get this installed, I won't be driving it until I get a alignment, just to be safe. Hopefully give me some more clearance in the front as well with these adjustments on the SPC uppers. Alright, here you go. I'm gonna start the install now. Alright everyone, I just finished up one of the rears. Just a couple things here. So when you're putting on the washers and the rubber bushings, it goes washer, rubber bushing, and then you'll have your stock mounting bracket, and then it'll go rubber bushing, washer, nut here. Good thing is about this setup is you can tighten the top bolt, and you could just hold the strut with the other hand, and typically you want to just tighten it down to where the rubber bushing is flush or sticking out a little bit more than the washer. So I have a decked system, and I had these holes already here, or these bolts and nuts already here. I just used the bracket here, honestly, and it's like super solid. I'm like putting a lot of weight into it. I used their mounting bracket and then some of my own hardware, so it didn't have a long bolt sticking out here. Ended up turning out pretty nice. I put this hose protector on it that they provide with some zip ties that they provide as well, just to be safe, just in case it wants to flex up and rub against that or something. It's safe. Here on the boot, I put zip tie here right where the sticker was, so you could still see Dobinson, and then at the bottom I did the same thing. Now at the bottom you see the control there. You could probably still fit a flathead in there to control the rebound, but it's kind of weird that they would have you cover that up. So just keep that in mind when you do that. You'd probably have to use a flatter or a smaller flathead. So right now I set my dials to 5 and 5 on high and low compression just to see, and then I'll go up and down from there. Running my Archive Garage flip kit as well with my like, I guess, taller bump stop than the stock one, and then the Deaver Stage 3. Alright, I'm going to get the rest done now. I will film the front as well. Okay, just so everyone can see, this is the Dobinson strut washer, and then that little rib goes facing up like that, and then that goes in. So then up here, the little rib goes facing down, the washer face down, and then the nut. And when you're tightening, hold the strut up and tighten. Don't let it sag, and tighten the strut up. It'll mess your threads up. Okay, just a couple things before I get this assembled and get the bottom part in. The strut you can move around, first of all. Second, you can turn this to where your adjuster is here, and I normally do the top first, and then I compress the shock and put it in the hole. They come with a bunch of different little fittings that go inside the bottom of the strut. All you have to do really is put it up to here, make sure the holes line up, and make sure there's no wiggle room between here. Pretty easy. You slide it in the bottom like that, and then you put it in here. And always face your bolt from the outside of your axle to the inside, just in case the nut falls off. At least the bolt won't back out or fall out on trails and stuff like that. They come with nylon nuts, so they shouldn't, but you just never know. I'll get this installed. Okay, everyone, just wrapped up the install on the front. I just want to go over a couple key things that are important that I've watched a few videos for installs and people haven't pointed out, and just trying to be as helpful as possible. So up here for the rebound adjuster, when you install it, it'll come with this tiny little ball and a spring. Whenever you be very careful, you should put them in before you put the full strut assembly in the truck. And if you have a Tacoma, I have a 2020 Tacoma, so there's plenty of clearance. You don't have to grind anything down or chisel anything. But you put the ball in first, then the spring, and then on the little white instructional, it'll say on there how to thread it in and adjust slowly. You can feel whenever it catches, and it's actually adjusting the compression, so or rebound adjustment. So another thing with this bracket, personally, I do not like this bracket. I don't know. So I watch but a guy on YouTube. His name's Arkansas Off-road. He has the King bracket, and I think I'm going to try to order that bracket so the reservoir is horizontally this way and it's easier to adjust. This is kind of out of the way in my opinion, and I don't like the way the hose has to route. I'm going to pay attention and make sure it doesn't rub here or anything like that. It comes with some little rubber brackets that you can use, but I don't really want to drill into my frame if I don't have to. So going forward, I'll probably just get that bracket instead of using the Dobinsons bracket. Couple other things, just some advice on this side. This took me literally, like, I would say less than 5 minutes to remove, and the driver's side tends to be the hardest side, which I've done it before, so it may make it a little easier for me. But using vice grips, getting them as high up to the frame as you can and pulling back helps a lot. And then you use the vice grips to rotate it out and pry it back as you're rotating it out, helps a lot. So on the SPC arms, I spoke with the guy that's doing my alignment. He asked me to face the SPC outwards and then the camber all the way out towards the wheel so he can make the adjustments. The goal is to get at least or right at 4 degrees of casture, so I'm no longer rubbing here. And I run 285 70/17s, and I rub right, or I was rubbing before, so hopefully I don't rub anymore. I think my alignment kind of got jacked, to be honest with you, but because I wasn't rubbing when I first put the icons on, and then I got an alignment and it started rubbing. So anyways, I'm going to be getting alignment on Thursday, and that should fix the problem of rubbing. And then I eventually plan to go to 35s, and I'll probably end up doing a cab mount, chop, or relocation. Just make sure you check all your nuts and bolts whenever you are done. Like obviously this, you could clearly tell if you've tightened it because the cotter pin's in it, but definitely torque everything down, double check everything. When you mount the reservoir to this bracket, do it before you put the bracket on the truck. I made the mistake on the other side of putting it on the truck first, and then I couldn't tighten this 10mm bolt or nut on the other side. So if anybody has any questions, feel free to message me on Instagram or my YouTube channel, and I will help you as much as possible. I think that's about it for now. I'll take some walk around videos of the truck with the once it's on the ground and settled and stuff like that, and I have an alignment. Alright guys, like I said, if you have any questions, drop it in the comments. If you like the content and want to see more to come, like the front bumper install and stuff like that, please subscribe, like, and comment. Okay everyone, it's the next day. Install went okay last night, a few hiccups here and there. So last night I was watching the videos back and I planned to do this outro, but I did notice something when I was watching the videos. Up front the reservoir seemed to be tucked up quite a bit, and I got to thinking, like, I wonder if I were to flip the brackets from the driver's side to the passenger side, it would angle more towards the coilover and have a little bit more clearance and adjustment if I mounted the reservoir differently. So I did a little bit of work, about an hour or so just now, and I was able to route the hose how I want and put the reservoir in a better spot. So I may not end up buying the King's reservoir mount. So let me show y'all real quick what I did. It's pretty cool because it's pretty modular, the setup they have. So this is the driver's side. I essentially took this bracket off the other side. I swapped them, and then I was able to use the stock hardware they give you and angle it a tiny bit this way, because you kind of have some space to slide it up and down there. And then now I have the controls directly here, out of the way. Super solid mount, still on the sway bar mount and stuff. And then here and here I use the these are provided brackets, and then I use self tappers. I drilled holes with a drill first, then I used the self tappers to follow, and it worked amazing. I left this one kind of loose, so there's still some flex in it. This one not so much, but they're both rubber, and you know, if you flex and stuff, they'll still move around quite a bit. So I just wanted to point that out to help some people out. I know that they don't really show where the bracket should be or how it should be mounted, and I haven't really seen many videos on YouTube yet of people doing this, so I wanted to show everyone. And if you have any questions, just let me know. The setup, complete setup, you can see the hose routed through the back. It's not touching the tie rod boot, but if it does, it's rubber on rubber, so it's not that big of a deal. And I will show the other side as well from the back here. And I don't know if you could see here, I essentially just copied the other side. So I am super happy with them so far. I have the settings set on 5 and 5 for high and low compression all the way around so far. Still need to figure out the rebound adjusters, what setting I prefer them to be on. I haven't touched them out of the box, so however they came, I just left them that way for now. But I do plan on playing with them a little bit in the future. I have the alignment tomorrow, so hopefully that goes well and I can get my caster a little bit more forward and not be touching my cab mount here anymore. When I drove home last night, the truck drove like super smooth and like felt so much better than the Icons, and I'm not sure if it was a placebo or if it's just the fact that I upgraded my suspension to something way better than what I had. Yeah, so I plan on testing it here in the next couple weeks, going off-roading. I may try to go to the Ozarks if I can. I'm not 100% sure, depending on work and all that stuff. We'll see. But like I said before, in the previous clip and in this video, if you have any questions at all, just let me know. I try to be as helpful as possible in this video based off of all the YouTube videos I've watched so far with the Tacoma install. I wanted to try to give information that other people have not given yet to help other people as much as possible. And then obviously I'll do a review in the future, and I can answer questions after that as well. So if you're watching and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Trying to grow the channel a little bit, and I want to start filming more when we go on trips rather than filming here and there. And then I have some videos that I didn't even upload just because I didn't feel like it would be worth it. But I also do like to document the memories, to go back and just watch. Me and my wife go back and watch the videos just to kind of experience again. So if you have any questions, drop them down in the comments. I appreciate y'all watching. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.